this whole situation sucks, especially for rock climbers who have been training hard before the lockdown and they're gaining endurance, they're doing really well, and then suddenly we get put in lockdown and we can't train anymore and we lose endurance. Trust me, I understand it sucks, but there's no need to worry. There's really, really no need to worry, because you will get that endurance back really, really easily. And I just want to go through that today, because there's a lot of other things that you could be doing instead of trying to regain that endurance whilst you're in lockdown. I'm Paul from Rock Climbing Central, and I'm here to help you with anything to do with rock climbing. And today we're talking about endurance through lockdown. So first of all, I just want to talk about why you're still going to lose endurance, whether you've got a home climbing wall, whether you're going to use a hangboard, or whether you're using bodyweight exercises. So whether you've got a home wall, which is usually a bouldering home wall, you are going to still lose endurance, because most home walls are steep and they are usually for hard power bouldering, sorry. So they're not about endurance, because they're usually set about 40 to 45 degrees, something like that. Not for endurance at all. That's home walls. Hangboards, you can't really train endurance on hangboards unless you're doing it over a long time, which is going to be very boring, and you have to take your weight off the hangboard, which actually requires a pulley system, which again, you don't really want to do that, because you could have better use of your time doing other things, which we're going to talk about in this video later on. But hangboards, not good for training endurance. They're good for training finger strength, grip strength, forearm strength, but not endurance, which is what we're talking about today. And bodyweight workouts, not endurance, because when you're talking about endurance with climbing, mainly we're talking about the forearms and the fingers for endurance, not strength. And bodyweight exercises, they're focused really on aerobic sort of exercises. It's good to have them, not endurance. So those three things: home walls, hangboards, and bodyweight exercises, they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, not endurance. So you will lose endurance using those. But don't worry about it. You shouldn't worry about it. You're gonna lose your endurance, but once you get back to climbing after lockdown's over, you'll gain it back quickly. And the reason why is because endurance is something that you can lose very quickly and then gain it back very quickly. It's completely different to strength. Strength, you lose slowly and you gain it back slowly, which is one thing that I think we should be working on whilst we are at home through lockdown. We should be working on our strength rather than our endurance, because it's something that we are actually going to be putting better energy into for our time that we have instead of endurance. The reason why I don't think you should worry: you've lost it before, whether you know it or not. Let's say you are a pure boulderer and you've been training overhangs for quite a while, and then you go to, let's say, slabs, and you start training slabs for quite a while. And obviously you'll train one after another every now and again, but you'll be focusing more on one than another usually. You will be losing endurance in certain areas if you focus on one rather than another and then switch. That's just the way it is. And the same goes for, let's say you're a sport climber and you go to bouldering. You're going to lose endurance in specific areas that are good for sport climbing, and then you'll get it back once you go back to sport climbing. That's just the way it works. Endurance isn't a hard thing to gain back once you've lost it, because you lose it fast and then you gain it back fast, whereas strength is different. Don't tell me you've never had an injury before. If you've ever had an injury before climbing, then you're going to lose endurance, but then you'll gain it back quickly again. It's just the way it is. So you will be rusty when you get back. That's due to technique, but this is the best time to regain your endurance, because not only are you going to be working on your technique and getting that back, which again won't take long, because it's like riding a bike, as they say. It's really easy to get technique back once you've done it, and it's only been a couple of months, so you will get it back. But then you'll also get your endurance back at the same time, and that's the best time to get your endurance back after this lockdown, is when you're rusty, because you're going to be bad anyway. You may as well get your endurance back at the same time that you're already bad. So whilst we're in this lockdown, I don't know how long you've got left in your country. I know for us in the UK it's not that long, but whilst you're still in this lockdown, let's focus on other things. Let's focus on strength. Let's try do some strength workouts. Let's focus on good habits. That's diet, waking up early, stuff like that. We don't want to be going to the chocolate cupboard as much as we can. We want to be eating well. We want to be waking up early. We want to be training as much as we can for strength. We want to be keeping our mind healthy. We don't want to be doing anything that's going to affect our mind in a negative way, because once we get back to climbing, we want to be healthy in the body and the mind. I hope these tips have helped you. If they have, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be releasing a lot more videos like this to help you on your rock climbing journey, whether it's bouldering or sport climbing or any other type of climbing. I've really enjoyed making this video. I hope it's helped you, and I'll see you soon.